Hi guys, I hope you are fine. I'm also fine. I welcome you back to my YouTube channel and we continue learning engineering mathematics made easy. And so guys, we dive into our lesson. And so guys, today we continue with statistics. So today we are going to solve yet another question here, and it is written like this. The table shows the frequency distribution scores obtained by 40 students in a practical test. And so this is the distribution of marks and the number of students for each of the class. The class is labeled here. So determine the mean mark using an assumed mean of that, the median mark, and also the standard deviation. So guys, before we even attempt to draw our table, let's see the equations that we are going to use for that. So the first one is for the mean mark using assumed mean. For the mean mark using assumed mean, our equation will be equal to mean, that is mean is supposed to give us, or the mean is equal to the assumed mean plus summation of FD all over summation of the frequency. So that is for the mean mark. So this one uses, we can say it's the mean mark. Then we go to the next, which is the median mark. For the median mark, our equation is going to be median equals to L plus, now into bracket there, N over 2 minus CF all over F, to bracket like that, you multiply by I, where L is the upper limit before the middle class, while N is the total cumulative frequency divided by 2. And for SF, this is cumulative frequency before the middle class, while this other F is the frequency of the middle class, and this is the class interval. So guys, we continue with now standard deviation. So for standard deviation, this one is going to be square root like that, and then we put that summation of FD, this is going to be squared all over summation of F. Now this one is supposed now to be minus, because when you use the assumed mean, where D is supposed to be X minus the assumed mean, like that. So this one is going to be like that, and then we write like this. Then this one is summation of FD divided by summation of F, and this one is now supposed to be squared like that. So these are the equation we are going to use. So when guys we draw, then we must make sure that we have, for example, we shall have a column for x minus M, that is assumed mean. We shall also have a column for the midpoint, which is X, and we shall have a column for, that is for FD, and we shall also have a column for FD squared. So guys, we make sure that all those columns we have in our graph, in our tabulation. We shall also have the column of frequency. We shall have also the column of cumulative frequency. And so guys, let's begin drawing our diagram, that is filling the column and the rows. So guys, we can keep this one aside as we now draw the diagram, or we fill the table. I had already drawn the table here just to save time. So the first thing we do is we draw the classes here. The classes are going to be here. So I write here classes. For the classes, we have 55 to 60. We have 60 to 65. Let me just do it offline so that we can save time. So guys, I have drawn the classes, and as you can see, they are supposed to be like that. And then I can now draw that is the number of students for each class. This one we call it the frequency. This is the frequency. So this one is going to be 2. Then we have 4 there. We have 9, 15. We have 6 and 3 and 1. So that is the frequency. So let's now come to the midpoint, which is now supposed to be our X. The midpoint is supposed to be X. The midpoint between 55 and 60, that is the mid mark there, is supposed to be, this is 57.5. That is the middle number there. For this is 62.5, like that. And this one is supposed to be 67.5, like that. And I can fill all of them. And then, so guys, I have already filled all of them. And then for the next one, we check on this, the paper we had written our equation. Here we want to have a law with D, that is X minus M prime, which is our assumed mean. So we are going to do like this. We write here X minus assumed mean. So we are going to have, the assumed mean is 72.5, and so we calculate. Before that, this is supposed to be our D. So that is D. D is equals to X minus assumed mean. So if we calculate for the first one, then I can fill the rest. We have X is 72.5. That is assumed mean. X is 57.5. Then we take away the assumed mean. That is, it's going to be 57. That is 57.5 minus 72.5. This gives us negative 15. Guys, we can write there negative 15. So let me write negative 15 there. That is negative 15. And the next one is going to be 62.5 minus 72.5. that is 62.5 minus 72.5. 72.5. That gives us negative 10. So this is negative 10. And so guys, I can do the rest offline and then I come back to you. So guys, I have done that for you. And this is now our x minus m prime. Then from there, we check on this paper and see our equations, how they are supposed to be. Here we have FD. So an FD is this one, is frequency multiplied by D. And so we are going to multiply F and D. So let's multiply and see how it is going to be. We are going to have 2 times negative 15. So let's write here F D like that. So if we write there FD, we are going to have 2 times negative 15, that is negative 30, like that. No, that is 2 times negative 15 is negative 30. That is the frequency multiplied by D. Then for this one is going to be negative 40 for that. For this other one is going to be 9 times negative 5 is going to be negative 45. While this one is going to be 0. And this other one is going to be 30. Then we have that again. And then we have 15 there. So this is going to be 15. And guys, as you can see, from this you can see there is a summation of FD. So we need to add that. That is FD, as well as this one. For this one, at least we know it is supposed to be 40. This is a frequency is supposed to be 40. And then now we add the FD. Let me add offline and then I come back to you. So this gives us minus 40. So that is our calculation, as you can see there. And so now we continue. We look at this paper once again. We have FD here, and also we have F and D squared. So we are going to have D squared now. So D squared, we write it here, D squared, like that. And so our D is here. So we are going to do 15 times 15. And because it is squared, we may not consider the negative as of now. So we just multiply like this, 15 times 15. So that one gives us 225. And so we write there 225 like that. Then for this one, we have 100. And so guys, I continue offline and I come back to you so that we can save time. So guys, I have been able to multiply, to square our D to be D squared. Then we have our D squared is multiplied by F. So from this one, we have to multiply F. Now we write F D squared like that. So we are going to multiply this 2 multiplied by 22.5. So that one will give us, that is going to be 450. So this one is 4. I think it's, let me just do it and see. 225 times 2 is actually 450. So this one is 450. And guys, I continue on offline and then come back to you. So guys, I have done it, and this is how it has come to be. But guys, we find that it is also, we need also the summation for that. And so I am going to, the summation is here. So I need to actually sum up that figure. And so I do it offline, and then I will show you the results. And so guys, I get 1765 like that. And then guys, we have something else which is now we have not done. That is the cumulative frequency for that. The cumulative frequency will be, I can put it as SF like that. Here we have 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. Plus 15 is 30. Plus 6, that is 6. Plus 3, that is 39. And then we have 40. Guys, for the sake of median, we first of all look at the middle class. So we divide 40 divided by 2, which is 20. So the middle class is supposed to be, we use this cumulative frequency. So the middle class is supposed to be, because this is 15, our 20 is allowed here. So the middle class is supposed to be this class. So this is our middle class. That is for the sake of finding the median mark. So guys, now we go to the questions and see how we can solve them. The first one we are looking at is the mean. So let me put this one aside, and now we solve the questions. The first one is the mean. So for the mean, we use this equation, and so it is going to be m, that is our mean, is equals to, this was the assumed mean, which was supposed to be this one, which is 72.5. So I'll write 72.5 like that, plus the summation FD. And summation FD is here, which is now negative 40. This one is going to be negative 40. So I write here negative 40 all over the frequency, which is now also 40. Like that. So this one is going to give me, we check it very well, it's going to be 72.5 minus 1. This is 1. So it is going to be 71.5. So that is our main mark. Then we continue. We now find the median. For the median, let me first of all write the equation, and then we can continue. Median, this is equals to L plus N over 2 minus CF, like that, then over F, and then we have the I there. So guys, we can use that equation. And so here we come and say this is equals to, we said L is the upper class limit before the middle class. And that is going to give us, you know, our middle class here is supposed to be, let me arrange this paper well. This is our middle class, this one. So the upper class limit before the middle class is supposed to be 70. And so that's what we put here, 70. plus, and then here we have n is our frequency, this frequency, which is now going to be 40 divided by 2 minus, this is the cumulative frequency before the middle class. Cumulative frequency before the middle class is actually supposed to be here 15, because this is our middle class. Cumulative frequency before the middle class is 15. So we write 15 there. All over this one, F is the frequency at the middle class, and the frequency at the middle class is 15. So we put 15 there. And then we have the class interval, which is 55 to 60. The class interval is supposed to be times 5. So I multiply this one offline, and then I come back to you. Guys, my answer is 71.66, as you can see. So I write there 71.66. So that is our median mark. So guys, we continue to the next question. I have already written the equation, which was supposed to be like this. And so now I come and compare with this, whereby we have now our standard deviation is supposed to be equal to, so we write the square root like that, and then we have this, which is this now. So this is 1765 all over. We have this, which is 40 now, minus into bracket like that. We have FD. FD is here, negative 40. So here we have negative 40 all over, then 4. So I calculate this one offline, and then I can tell you now our standard deviation. What is our standard deviation? So guys, my answer comes to 6.56. And so that is now standard deviation. So guys, that question is supposed to be done like that. You can see I have done it very systematic, and these are our results. And so guys, God bless you so much. See you next time.